Baby Shaktipat. So there's a concept called Shaktipat, which is another way of putting it is transmission. The idea of this is that somebody who is awakened can transmit their awakeness to you just by being in their presence. I made a video about this before. I think it was something like my 2 cents on Shaktipat, something like that. If you just search Shaktipat on my channel, then you'll find that. But to make it short and sweet, basically, Shaktipat. I don't look at this as an actual sort of mystical transmission of some sort of energy or power. I think that the individual who is awakened, sort of just by leading by example and not living with so much noise with their thoughts and their minds and their identity and identities, just by being in their presence, you can sort of sense that there's something different about the way that they are oriented in life. And that can rub off on you, not because of some sort of magical transmission. People might believe that, but if we're trying to awaken, then what's keeping us asleep is our beliefs. And if we turn Shaktipat into some sort of magical belief, then that's just going to put us in the wrong direction. So I think what's going on here is we could think of it as someone leading by example and that rubbing off on you. But even that is a belief. So I'm just trying to get away from the magical thinking into something that is a little more ordinary in my way of describing it. But ultimately, it's if this phenomenon seems to happen or appear, we really don't know why. And this sort of stillness in the enlightened or awakened individual, their lack of identification and their freedom from conceptual baggage and a conceptual prison, all of these qualities we can find in little babies. Because when we're first born, right, we don't have concepts yet. And we don't even have the distinction of separation yet between us and the world, or us and our mother, or just any separation established. And then once we start to pick up these concepts, now we have separated ourselves, or we've separated ourselves in our beliefs, in our thoughts, in our ideas. We can never actually become separate, but we can believe that we are. And when we do, it's basically our reality. So we all come from this place of non-identification, this place of non-duality. And we never actually leave it, but we believe that we pick up all these beliefs and these ideas, and it creates an illusion of separation. So when we see a little baby, an infant who doesn't know any words yet, and they have the sense of wonder in their eyes, and everything is just so direct, if they're unhappy, or if there's a sense of anything that makes them feel like crying, then they just cry, or if they laugh, they just laugh. There's no social, matrix that they have to worry about with, like, oh, is this appropriate to laugh? Is it appropriate to cry, or to yell, or to um, to poop in your diaper? None of that exists. So the baby is basically in this pure non-dual state. It's a little bit of a misnomer, because non-duality is absolute and is always pure, but it can appear in ways that contradict the truth of non-duality. Non-duality can appear in an illusory way to be dualistic, but this is all because of the beliefs and concepts we pick up. So there's this sense of wonder in the infant's eyes, and we all intuitively connect with that, but a lot of us don't understand exactly what we're connecting with. And what I'm trying to point out here is that there's a form of Shaktipat that is happening when we have that connection. However, we can have that connection, and then we can explain it away with, oh, the baby's just cute, he doesn't know, oh, one day he'll understand, all of these things, right? It's actually the other way around. We think we know, we think we understand. The baby is more living truthfully than we are, and because of the way society is, and we look at people who go through, we develop biologically, we grow up, we mature, we become adults. We look at it kind of like a trajectory of growth. But even though, in a sense that's valid, but in another way, we overlook the point that there is something that is overlooked. There's a confusion, there's a belief of knowing, and there is a snowball of knowledge and identities that we pick up as we go through life, that are beliefs that are mistaken for truth. And we look at the innocence of these little children, these babies, and what we forget is that innocence never really goes away. It's just that we get so caught up in the fantasy of knowledge, of beliefs and ideas. Underneath all of that knowing, there is innocence, and that is where all of that identity and knowledge springs from, is pure innocence. It's kind of like putting on a costume. We start off as a clean slate. We start off bare, and then we put on a costume, and that's our self-image and our identity that we develop. We put more and more garments on as we get older, only to realize that we're not the garments, we're not the costume, we're not the beliefs, we're not the identity. What we are is what that baby was, that complete blank slate, that complete that complete wonder that we see in the child's eyes. That we're that wonder. The baby is that wonder. We are part of a mystery. That's something that the baby embodies, and that's something that the awakened returns to. So next time you're looking in the eyes of maybe one of your children, when they're an infant, or some other infant, or a niece or a nephew, or a friend's child, just think about that, or try to remember what I'm saying here, and realize that that state, that fresh, bare slate of a state of mind that infant has, that's more truthful than whatever you've accumulated in your snowball of identities and beliefs. And if you feel a connection, that connection is it's a connection to the mystery. It's a connection to yourself that you're feeling. So yeah, if you like this video, then please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe. If you know anybody who might like this, then please share it. If you have anything you want to say, then please comment down below. And if you want to get notifications whenever I drop new content, then hit that little bell button. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day.